Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be a sound off on Real Housewives of Potomac, episode 2. So begins where I left off last week, where they was at Wendy's dinner for her booty reveal, and Karen talking about some sing. Karen, you's a fool. You didn't even know what sing. Like, you literally made that up. You made that up on the spot, and you really thought you was doing something, which makes me feel like, Karen, you got nervous when Giselle said she was gonna tell your truth. I know you're saying like she's just this and she's that, and you kept calling her liar, but I think you were nervous. I think you were really nervous about what it is that Giselle was gonna say. And so you just threw anything out there to distract her from saying whatever you thought she might blurt out. She got something on you, and you might as well just tell it before she tells it, because if y'all keep going back and forth, it's gonna come out. And you kind of did her kind of wrong. Like, you was talking about her coochie and everything. That wasn't cool. Come on, Karen. Like, come on. What is that? Okay, so starting off where the girls left off last week when they were talking about sing and hotbox and all that silliness. That was just dumb. I'm sorry, that was dumb. I think people was like, giving Karen props and whatever, that was silly. I didn't care about that. That was dumb. But I do think that Karen got nervous. Karen got real nervous about whatever she thought Giselle was going to reveal. And you guys be forgetting, Giselle and Karen, they go way back. They used to be really good friends until this show and everybody got big-headed and famous and whatever else. I think Giselle might have something on Karen that Karen is nervous about, because she just threw that sing out there to distract Giselle so that she wouldn't reveal whatever it is that she has. I don't know. But I thought it was funny how Mia was like, oh, well, Giselle has a great heart, and I'm an excellent judge of character. Mia, how do you know? Mia, you just met this lady, and you're not going to convince me that you haven't been watching the episode. Like, even if you weren't a Potomac fan off the rip, you've been watching it before you started filming. You can't convince me otherwise. I don't believe you. You've been watching the show. You know the dynamics of the group. You know how everything ended. You know how it began, and you know where they are now. You know everything. You've been watching the show. I know you're a fan. You have to be. Karen, you need to stretch before you reach, girl. You know good and well Giselle was not wishing death on Ray. Nobody's wishing death on Ray. Ray is just the sweetest. He is just too cute and too sweet. Like, he is just a sweet little grandpa, Nobody's wishing death on him. Nobody wants to see that happen. No, not even Giselle. Nobody wants that. She clapped back because he made her feel a kind of way when he said, what he said, talking about something, she needs to hurry up before her looks fade. And she clapped back, just like you clapped back. It was not her wishing death on your husband. That's a lot like why you and Candace are where you guys are now, because you're saying she threatened you. Stop reaching, Karen. Come on now, stop that. Can I just say that I'm proud of Candace? Like, I'm so happy for her. She's doing her acting. She's singing. She's recording her album. She's getting her MBA. She's over there with her husband. They're a team. He's championing her in the background. He's reminding her, like, you ask God for these blessings. It's all happening. I love them. I think they are so cute. I think it's so nice that she's, like, actually going for her dreams. You got this big old platform. Do something with it. Don't be like some of these other girls that let the time pass by and then they're left with regret. I'm so happy that she's doing everything that she's wanting to do. So Robin sees Giselle's house for the first time, and it's finished. It's done. She has her West Wing. And Robin don't like the house. Robin was like, the inside is really nice, but the outside... But you know what? She gotta live there. We don't. So I'm gonna keep my opinions about Giselle's house. I don't need to have no opinions about Giselle's house. You know what? I don't gotta live there. She does. So if she likes it, that's all that matters, okay? So I know a lot of y'all were not here for Wendy last season and her talking about her 4 degrees. And I think it was framed about, oh, she's just this pompous woman talking about her 4 degrees. But I really don't think that was what she was trying. I don't think that's how she was trying to come across. she was really trying to share with, everyone her immigrant story. And me being a daughter of two immigrants from Africa, I understand where she was coming from. Education is like hounded into you. It is, because a lot of us, our parents come over here with nothing. They're starting from absolutely nothing. They're taking a leap of faith. They got on a plane, came over here, don't know what they're getting into, have to take crappy jobs, have to take people's harassment and ill treatment, and they work their butts off. And all they do is all they ask is for their children to go to school. And so I can understand where it's been hounded into Wendy. You have to go to school. You have to accomplish this. You have to go for this. You have to do this. You have to do this. And then it's well, damn, what did I do for myself? What dream did I have that I suppressed so that I can make sure I was, falling in line with what my parents dreamed for me? And so now we see her kind of, okay, well, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to be seen this way. Her even pursuing TV. It's a stretch. It's different. It's a leap of faith. And it's probably scary for her. And she's just trying to be herself. And I really wish people would kind of take it easy on her, because she's just trying to figure it out just like everybody else. She's done all of that, but she's also kind of trying to live for her, do her. She can be a little annoying and a little, but I mean, it is what it is. It's we get it. I get it. I wish that people would kind of look at it from a different angle. It's not that she's putting anyone down when she talks about her accomplishments. It's just she's accomplished so much in such a short time, and she's still young enough to chase other dreams and other whatevers. It's just that education is super, super important. Where she comes from, where her family comes from, education is everything. It's not like over here where you have a free ride from kindergarten to 12th grade. A lot of countries, especially a lot of countries in Africa, you have to pay for school. Every single thing for your education, you have to pay for it. And if you can't afford it, if you can't afford school, tuition, books, uniform, room and board, if you can't afford it, you don't go. Some people, they never go to school. They never see the inside of a classroom. Here in America, if you don't show up for kindergarten by the time you're 6, your parents are going to get a call. There's going to be some problems. The law is going to intervene. In a lot of countries, it's not like that. In a lot of countries, if their parents don't have money for school, you just don't go to school. If you don't have a family member that's hey, here's some money for your school, you don't go. So for her to be born over there, for her parents, to bring her here so young, for her to accomplish everything that she has at her age, it's a blessing. It's something to be proud of. It's something that it's her whole identity. She's worked so hard to get that done. And she's very proud of it. And I don't blame her for being proud of it. It's just, I know some people don't want to hear about it all the time, but it's her story. It's just all the other girls have, something about them that they're proud of. Karen was so proud to be Mrs. Black Bill Gates. Nobody got tired of her talking about that. I mean, everybody's proud of what they are. And for Wendy, it's look, I accomplished X, Y, and Z. It was not easy. It was a struggle. It was a difficult road. I made it through. So y'all not going to talk to me and call me stupid or tell me my logic is stupid. I'm going to flash them 4 degrees. I'm going to flex on you. Okay, and what? I really don't think she ever did it to put no one down. I just think it's something that is very much so a part of her. And it is what it is. Everybody's proud of something, and I think she has a right to be proud of it. And I think she has a right to share who she is. That's what she's there for, is to share who she is. But I also like that she's gotten to a point where she's look, I want to do other things. I want y'all to see more sides of me. And I think we're going to see a lot more of Wendy. We're going to see it. They're not going to just keep it on, one thing. We're going to see different things from Wendy this season. Oh, and Wendy's mom said she wants some too, She want to get them things fixed up. She was if y'all don't, I'm giving y'all to December. I'm going to sue y'all if y'all don't pay for my little job, So I was here for that. I thought that was really cute. So Wendy didn't want to tell y'all at first that she had got her booty done, right? And I don't know if it's because she was insecure about it. I think she had already, she was gonna tell y'all. She just wanted to give y'all bits and pieces here and there throughout the night. I think she definitely wanted to tell y'all she had a butt. But let's be real here. Wendy, you African. I'm African. We know how a lot of our little, a lot of our aunties, our mamas, that thing be sitting. They be shaped right and it be sitting. And Wendy, we know Wendy had a long back. So that might be a part of it too, that where she's kind of like, I ain't really want to tell. But I think she was going to tell them anyways. But that might be part of it where it was just like, she didn't really want to draw too much attention to the fake butt. Like, she wanted to tell y'all, but she didn't want y'all to make a big deal of it because she's supposed to have she's supposed to have tumba. She's supposed to have something sitting back there, something sturdy. She's supposed to have a wagon, and she ain't had nothing before, but she looked great now. However they did it, I like it. Kudos to your doctor. He did a great job, girl. He did. Karen, girl, you so fake. She stops by Ashley's house and is like, oh, where's my baby Dean? Baby Dean was like, I don't know that hoe. He busts out crying and she ran. She ran out the house. And then Ashley's gonna say, oh, you saw her face you didn't know? Well, Karen has a different face every time. That wasn't necessary. Y'all have to do Karen like that, though. You have to do Karen like that, Ashley. One thing about Giselle is her daughters are gonna get her together every time. And she don't be embarrassed. She don't try to stifle them. That's one thing about her that I do like. I love her interactions with her kids. She lets her kids be as honest and as open as they want to be. And I think that's really cute because as much as, Giselle is somewhat of a villain on the show and a lot of us don't really care for her like that. I love her interactions with her daughters. It's like she's doing something right with those young girls. And I love it. I love that she's open with them and they feel free to be real with their mom and be like, Mom, we don't like your boyfriends. None of them. We don't like them. In fact, you're not even a good girlfriend. You don't know how to, like, I love her. I love that she's, real with her kids and her kids are real with her. That shows that she's doing something right. As much as we may not like her on television, there is another side of her in real life. And I love that because a lot of people will be trying to tell their daughters, feed them lines, like say this or say that. And she doesn't do all of that. She just let them be them. And I like that. I think that's cute. So Candace is hesitant to attend Karen's love party. And I understand why. It makes perfect sense. They did not end on a good note last season. Karen moved funny. We've seen in season 3 and season 4 how hard that Candace will go for Karen. She loves herself some Karen. She holds Karen in a high regard. She looks at Karen as a mother figure, as her aunt. She loves herself some Karen. So much so that she's like, oh, I wish my mom would be this way. I wish my mom would be that way. She loves Karen. She has defended Karen. When everyone was against Karen, season 3, when they were all laughing at her and Ashley go back and forth, Candace stepped in, jeopardized her friendship with Ashley to defend Karen. The same thing season 4, when they were in the Caymans and Ashley was going at it with Karen. Candace went and jumped in, pulled Karen aside. She put water on that fire. Like, she has always had Karen's back. She ride or die for Karen. At the reunion, when Ashley was talking smack season 3, Candace was right there with her. So my thing is, one of the reasons Candace's position in the group, where everyone was like against Candace, she got to that place because she was constantly defending Monique and Karen. So for those two people to somewhat turn on her, that is hurtful. I know a lot of people don't see it that way, but I understand where the girl is coming from. The reason why she's not liked in the group is because she's had, she's jumped in to defend Karen and Monique, both of them. So it makes perfect sense as to why Candace had a really tough time last season. She really did. Also, Karen, one minute you were like, oh, Candace, yeah, you need to file charges. If you feel this way, girl, go ahead and file charges on Monique. Then when you're with Monique, you're like, girl, well, this is just what I said, girl, but I'm supporting you, da-da-da-da-da. You know she's over there taunting the girl on social media. You ain't saying nothing about that. It's like, it's not so much pick a side. It's speak on what's right. Speak on what the truth is. Karen, your morals and your beliefs align with Candace more. You would have never put your hands on nobody. You have said crazy things to people on this show, and nobody has put their hands on you. And if someone were to put their hands on you, Karen, you would take it to the extreme. You would take it to the highest court. You would do whatever you had to do to teach that person a lesson not to put their hands on you. So your morals align with Candace. I understand why she felt like, Karen, you should have said something. I don't think she wanted Karen to necessarily be like, Monique, I never want to be your friend again. I never want to talk to you. I don't think that's what she was asking her to do. I think she was more so asking her to be like, look, this needs to stop. You guys, you're going in on her online. You have this army of people. Everyone is against her. How is this going to end if you don't stop doing what you're doing? I think that's more so of the role. I think she wanted Karen to be like, look, y'all need to cut this out. She wanted Karen to be more vocal, not necessarily cut Monique off, never speak to her again in life. Now, obviously, she would have preferred that Karen never speak to Monique. Of course, if you're in a situation, you want your friends on your side, obviously. But I don't think that's necessarily what she was asking. Yeah, that's probably what she wanted. That's definitely what she wanted. But it's not what she was asking. There's a difference. But when Karen contacted HR, or she contacted Bravo to say this girl threatened her, that was too much. Again, Karen, you're reaching. Telling someone to go to hell, that was rude as hell for Candace to say to you. It was disrespectful. It was. But it's not a threat. She did not threaten you. Her telling you to go to hell did not put your life in danger. It's like, no. That you were reaching, and you know you were reaching. Which makes me feel like towards the end of last season, you definitely chose a side. And you definitely chose the side that you thought would win. You thought you were choosing the winning team. And now that that person is no longer here, now you're definitely more motivated to want to fix what happened. And I mean, hey, Candace, you learned a valuable lesson. I say, hey, for the politics of the show, make up with Karen, but keep your eye on her, because she's not to be trusted. She's really not. And I think, Candace, you learned an even more valuable lesson as you were looking at her as a mother figure. You learned your lesson that you only have one mother. You have one mother. Karen can be as sweet and nice as she wants to. She could be supportive, but nobody gonna ride for you like your mama, girl. Your mama she ain't never gonna be funny with you. She has her ways. Everybody's mama got their ways, but she ride for you. I think that's the best lesson that you learn, is that nobody ride for you like your mama rides for you. And Karen is not her. Karen is not your mom. She is a friend, and you need to remember, keep your good eye on Karen. Don't trust her with no secrets. Don't tell her nothing else. Keep it real surface with her, because what she did, I don't think it was right. I don't think it was right. If Giselle would have bang you upside your head, Karen, you would have sued her. You would have sued her. So things get a little spicy between Mia and Wendy at Karen's party. Wendy has clocked Mia as a liar. Mia's a liar. Mia is a little phony. Mia wanted to jump ship and be buddy-buddy with the Green-Eyed Bandits. And when she got called on it, it's like, oh, no. Yeah, Mia, you're a little phony. But hey, look, you can't just be friends with one person. Like, we know how this goes. But I don't know. I don't feel like, I don't really care that much. It's like, whatever, of course she wants to be friends with them. Whatever. They're all on the show. She has to have more than one person that she films with. So I don't really care about it. But she is a little phony. She lies. We can tell that she lies. And Wendy has clocked that. And Wendy's not featuring it too much. But whatever. That's cool. I didn't like what she said. I didn't like how Wendy was really talking to her, though. Let's just be honest. You can't talk to people any kind of way. If you do, they're going to talk to you some kind of way. So that wasn't really cool, Wendy. I didn't really like that. But I didn't like when Mia was like, my hands are in your face. What you going to do about it? We don't want that this year. Like, let's not. Let's not. I mean, we already see that it's going to go somewhere. But hopefully, you know, hopefully we get past that, because I don't like that. What I will say is, though, I think Wendy is giving Mia the energy that Karen gave to her. Because let's not forget, Wendy and Karen knew each other before the show. They sat on a couple of boards together. They were on the same committee for certain boards. Like, they've worked together. And when Wendy was presented with the opportunity to be on the show, Karen was like, she didn't know that hoe. And you did know her. And so I think it might even be some type of, it might be making Wendy feel a way like, oh, you're pretending that you know Mia and that she's your great friend. When I was the new person in the group, you acted as if you didn't even know me. You're vouching for Mia, who no one knows. You just met her and you're vouching for her. Me, who we've sat on the same board and same subcommittees and whatever else, we have mutual friends of each, we share mutual friends. We know the same people. We run in the same circles. You pretended not to know me all last season. So that might be part of it. Because I really don't know why Wendy even cares about what Mia got going on or her lies. I don't know, but that's the only thing I can think of. Is like, you know what? I think it has something to do with the fact that Karen was so warm and so welcoming with Mia, and she's a boss. But Wendy, you want her to shut up about her accomplishments. Girl, I guess. I don't know, but we're gonna see. So we get to the couples game, and everybody's there except for, well, everybody's man is there except for Ashley. So Schmeagle, he wasn't there. So Ashley's keeping score, and she's the judge if she's gonna get him a point or not. Cute, whatever. Everybody's answering all the questions. All the questions are kind of, I didn't really need to know some of the answers to those questions, but okay, I guess, hey, whatever. Gets down to the question of which lady in the friend group would your partner be attracted to? I hate those type of questions, because somebody's feelings always get hurt and the husbands never know how to lie. They are too honest, but whatever. Mia's husband, is it Gordon? G. We're going to call him G. G said he would want Karen. That's a whole ass lie. G, you are lying. Your type is 38 years younger than you. Your type is not Karen. You are lying. But okay, we're going to go with that. Cousin Chris said he want Giselle. He want the green-eyed bandit. I was like, okay now, Chris. Keep it cute. Wendy husband, Eddie, says N-A, but I guess it's N-A. So it kind of looked like Nia instead of N-A. And the people on Twitter said, oh, he said Mia. He didn't say Mia. He ain't stupid. Now, if nobody there knows how to lie, he knows better. He knows damn well he was not going to write Mia. He wasn't going to do that. He's an educated man. That man has common sense. He's not going to do that. We get to Ray. Ray says Katie. Ray says Katie. And Karen is like, Katie? Okay, I got my eyes on you, Ray. What you mean, Katie? You thinking about Katie? And I'm thinking the same thing, because I was like, what, Katie? Now, if he would have said Giselle, Karen would have melted in her seat. She would have just fell out and just died right on the scene. But, okay, you said Katie, Ray. I think Katie also is a safe answer because Katie's not really around. So it was a safe answer to say Katie. But was he talking about Katie season 1 or Katie season 4? You got to be talking about Katie season 1. Because Katie season 4, no, sir. We know you ain't talking about Katie season 4. Ashley says, I'm glad Michael not here yet, because we know Michael's answer would have been Juan. So, is Wendy jealous of Mia? A lot of people are saying that on Twitter, And I don't like that. I don't think that Wendy is jealous of Mia. Like I said before, I think she's a new girl. She's giving Mia the energy that Karen gave Wendy, right? And then you've been caught in a couple of lies. You caught in a phony moment where you're Karen's friend, but you're defending Giselle, who you don't know. Then Karen says, oh, she wished death on my husband. Oh, I don't like her. But then when Karen wasn't right there, oh, let me give you my number. Let's exchange numbers. So you've been caught in a couple of phony moments and you lying. So maybe that's it. Maybe something else happened that we didn't see. Maybe she gave Wendy a look that Wendy didn't like. I don't know. But I ain't gonna lie. Wendy did kind of handle her a little rough when she was talking to her. I ain't really care for that because, you know, I don't like all of that. But I don't think it's jealousy. I mean, jealousy maybe in the fact of, yeah, you were well received. You were welcome. You were praised for being a boss, an entrepreneur. And Karen didn't give that to Wendy. So maybe she's jealous of that. Maybe. But do I feel like she feels insecure because Mia's around or Wendy's a bad girl now. Wendy looks, especially now that she done added to that back. Wendy looks good, okay? Wendy is really cute. I like her. I don't know what she would be insecure about. And then I also saw somebody say that, oh, Wendy's husband was looking at Mia and that's why she feels insecure. I don't think so. That man turned his back on his whole family for this girl. So I don't think Wendy's worried about that. Like, her man left his whole family for her. They've been together since they were young. Like, I don't think he worried about no Mia. I don't think she's worried about. Not in that way. Like, I don't buy that. That I don't buy. I don't know, but I definitely think it's just you came into the scene, you being fake, you lying, and I got my eye on you. But I do think that Wendy can kind of scale it back a little bit. Like, she popped off on Ashley like that too. So it's very possible that she just, when she sees something she don't like, she reacts. And then she reins it back in, maybe. I don't know. But I don't think she's jealous though. Not in that kind of way. I don't think so. So I forgot. Mia said she met her husband when she was at the strip club. She was in the strip club, Stevie. She was in the strip club when she met her husband. We now know that she was a dancer. And we also know that she's wife number 4. And when she met him, he was still married to wife number 3. So maybe Wendy can sense that. Mia, do you have a Delilah spirit? Is that what Wendy is picking up on? Maybe that's why Wendy don't really see it for you. I think that might be part of it as well. Maybe Wendy did her research on Mia. She probably looked her up. Or maybe she heard something about Mia. Because, you know, people do be in people's DMs telling all the tea all the time. So maybe she know a little something about Mia. And that's why she don't like Mia. I don't know. But do I think she feels insecure? I don't know. I think she might have done some research, or she might have some tea that was spilt in her DMs or something, because she handled Mia really rough. And I like Wendy. I'm here for Wendy. But she was handling Mia a little rough. I think maybe she knows a little something about Mia that we just don't like. We don't know yet. We're not watching it yet, but maybe she knows something about Mia. And already, like I said, they done caught her in a couple of lies here and there. I don't know. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.